What's good, yo? Welcome back to Soul Therapy. I have an amazing video in store for you. We're doing a little bit of sneaker shopping and we're picking up the brand new Jordan 5 Metallic Reimagined, and I'm giving you guys my first thoughts. Firstly, I wanted to check out what Foot Locker had. Of course, they still have some Black Cat 3 still sitting and some various Jordan models. They also had some brand new Jordan 1 lows and a pretty clean colorway. Honestly, I'm not familiar with these Nike Air Tech challenges, but they were just calling me. Low-key might be a shoe I have to look out for if it goes on sale. Looks like they're dropping some more Nike Dunk Low colorways out of the vault. This is the St. John's one, and I swear the materials feel a little bit better than your standard GR pair. They had a bunch of kicks on the reduced rack and some solid deals to be had there, especially on some Gazelle models and some Specials. This green colorway was absolutely fantastic, and this light blue one was really interesting as well. These are all shoes you can wear with just about anything. I'm really liking this Nike Shox comeback, especially this neon green colorway, absolutely fantastic. They also had this new AE1 low colorway. This is an all white, black, and red version. That's pretty sick. This pair of Asics is giving me collab vibes. I'm loving the color blocking on these. I was surprised to see Kobe 9 Protros sitting in store. This is the Christmas colorway, and I might be just exclusive to this thought, but I absolutely love the high top version of the 9s, low-key even a little bit better than the low top version. The line outside of JD was insane, but something was telling me it was worthwhile, so I ended up getting in there. It was great to see the sneaker culture return. Everyone was talking about the new release, and the excitement behind it was definitely palpable. Which is awesome because it's been a fat minute since so many people have been excited. Cars were double parking. It was low-key a little bit of chaos, but I think it was well worth the wait. There was a point where I was the last person right before I got inside. I was hoping they had a size, and they did. Wasn't my traditional size 12, but hey, we'll settle with an 11.5. This shoe is actually reselling. The size 11.5 and 12 that I usually am is going for around $318. The shoes are around $210 retail, after tax around $230. That means people aren't making a whole lot of money on this release, but there definitely is a little bit of room there for profit. It's just great to see the sneaker excitement back in there. I'm not one for the resale, but it's awesome that people are able to get these kicks and people are actually loving them. The box isn't anything crazy. It's your OG standard box for Jordan 5s, and they didn't really do any reimagined treatment, but hey, the shoes are fantastic. I honestly wasn't expecting them to be so nice. The 3M piping is not even that noticeable, but I think it gives a nice pop to the sneakers, especially combined with the white laces that come pre-installed. Of course, there's a pair of black laces that come with the shoes, but I think you would be doing yourself a disservice by switching those out for the white ones. You also get the Nike Air hang tag, and this time it's translucent. Of course, you get the nice spikes on the midsole, which is inspired by fighter jets, and look at the toe box on this shoe. It looks so much more slim and just true to form compared to the other Jordan 5 retros that we've seen in the past. You know, I really appreciate Nike going out of their way to make these shapes to be as true as possible to the original. It's not one-to-one and they still got some work to do, but they're definitely taking steps in the right direction. On the bottom outsole, you get the Nike logo and the black Jumpman. And surprisingly, the materials feel great. Now, this is a synthetic nubuck, so you're not getting any real leather on this pair of shoes, which I know is pretty absurd for the price. But to give them credit, it does feel really premium to the touch. I know we're only in February, but this is my sneaker of the year so far. And make sure you stay tuned to the very end of this video where I'm going to be doing some on-foot shots and giving you guys a little bit of sizing recommendations. Next up on the agenda is Nordstrom. Let's see what kind of kicks we can find inside of here. I really enjoy visiting Nordstrom because sometimes they have releases that you don't see anywhere else. Of course, they got your standard Nike Dunks, including this green and sailed out colorway. This is a fantastic looking dunk, and I know Dunks are not as exciting as they used to be, but I think they're still solid shoes, and if you could find them for great prices, I personally wouldn't sleep on them. They had the new Jordan Grand Court. This is a brand new silhouette from Jordan brand, and honestly, I'm not too excited for these. They may have their audience, I don't think they're just for me. I believe this is the Nike Field General, or it might be a Nike Kill Shot, but these were surprisingly clean. I'm loving the colorways on them. Correct me down below if it's a shoe that you're aware of. Also, they had some Nike Air Max 1s, fantastic colorways that you can just wear with anything. They also had some New Balance shoes. I know that sounds like a mouthful, but hey, the materials on these were buttery, and I'm liking the simplistic colorway. On the whole other side of the spectrum, the 1906R and the 2002Rs are still incredibly comfortable shoes that you can find for relatively cheap nowadays. In the reduced section, they had a pair of Nike Cortezes in this autumn brown colorway. They also had these New Balances, which are definitely taking a page out of the Travis Scott Fragments, if I do say so myself. Not the biggest fan of how those look, so we're gonna put them right back. This Nike Dunk Low caught my eye though. The materials on these are pretty nice, and I'm liking these laces that have more of a textured look to them. So let this be a lesson to you, don't sleep on Nordstrom. You could find some really cool stuff in here, including some Wales Bonner kicks. These superstars are nice, but they're incredibly expensive, so I put them joints right back down. I like to browse the apparel because sometimes they have really cool stuff here. Obviously, you're going to be paying up since it is Nordstrom and it's a higher end retail store, but there's still some cool stuff to take a look at. I also popped into Diplomatic and hoped that they had the Bread 85s, which they didn't. I've yet to see those in person yet. And outside, Under Armour is closed. I know I've mocked it in the past, but it's kind of sad to see it shut down. With that being said, we're finally at the Nike store, and I asked in front to see how many metallics they still had. Apparently they still had size 9 and 11, no 12. I was hoping that I could probably scoop up my true size, but hey, 11.5 will have to do for now. They had some new Jordan 1 lows and these Jordan 1 mids that are just replicas of the metallics. They also had these Grand Courts that looked like the collab that dropped that had much better quality than what we saw at Nordstrom. It was great to see a whole bunch of Kobe apparel just sitting there, and here's a calm little outfit check. And yeah, it's great to see this stuff just sitting. If you're a Kobe fan, there's a lot of options here. And heading up to the 4th floor, there was a bunch of more Nike Dunk Lows. These are just Nike Dunk Low SBs reskinned, and this colorway was actually pretty nice. Materials are buttery. I just wish Nike gave those amazing materials on every single colorway. There's no reason why they shouldn't. And I know the tumbled leather doesn't mean it's a higher quality leather, but they also feel nicer to the touch. Check out the Pegasus Premium. I've heard amazing things about these shoes. They retail at $210, but they low-key sold out and they're reselling for around $300. At this store, they only had a size 7.5, so unfortunately I wasn't able to try it on, but I talked to the worker there and he says they're extremely comfortable, but they're not good for people who roll their ankles often due to the high stack. Also, in Adidas, they had the whole new leopard print set, and the Sambas are actually moving too. They're reselling. It's very similar to the Wales Bonner collab, so people are looking at them as like a alternative that's a little cheaper. Personally, they're not for me, but I could see why people would get excited over them. They also had the all-new Harden 9s. This is a pretty cool chrome colorway. Definitely leaning into their Yeezy bag with the design for these basketball sneakers, and hey, it's working for them, so I can't hate at all. I saw this Adidas Japan model and I wanted to try them on, and guys, I might be cooking with these. Not exactly the colorway I would like for them, but I'm definitely going to keep an eye out. It's a unique looking shoe that gives me Nike Cortez and Onitsuka Tiger vibes. You know, I had to stop at Shake Shack to refuel up, and that chicken sandwich was bussin'. Alright, here is the moment y'all all been waiting for. No Kanye. Low-key kinda sad that we have to say that now, but these are the Metallic 5s on foot, and I don't know if it's just me. I know it's not just me. These look freaking amazing. The new shape on these 5s combined with this colorway is just chef's kiss. Now, keep your expectations in check. These are still Jordan 5s, and they feel like bricks underfoot. I know the insole is a polyurethane one, so it's a little bit better than your standard pair, but still not anything special. The great thing about these Metallic 5s is that they're going to be incredibly easy to style. It's primarily a black sneaker with just some white and translucent blue hits, making them extremely versatile for anyone's wardrobe. Especially if you're into the 90s baggy fits, these are going to be incredible and arguably a must cop for your rotation. I had a lot of fun going out there and really seeing the excitement back for sneakers. And I know a lot of you guys online are super excited about this pair, and hopefully those who wanted it were able to cop. Do me a big favor, please like this video and share it with others, and subscribe for more Soul Therapy.